Being the type of person I am, it was never my intention to use this channel to delve into anything too personal, as in private matters. This clip is an exception because I'm going to come right out and discuss some family business not a lot of people are aware of and know about. I will peel back the veil on the Brotherhood to discuss it openly and honestly. I'm included in a long list of conservative families who'd rather say, don't talk about this, or don't talk about that, or don't talk about the other. So why am I defiling this sacred rule? Well, first of all, everybody who knows anything about this channel of mine knows I'm all about keeping it real, telling it like it is, not sugarcoating, which is what you, my viewing audience, have come to expect. Secondly, we as a brotherhood have reached our golden years, which means it is only a matter of time when some of us won't be around anymore. So, might as well bring certain things out in the open, rather than have the younger generations wondering what really went on with such and such. The year of 2022 is on the horizon. Henry is scheduled to retire. We have decided to throw him a retirement party. Also in 2021, Brett retired. Thus, in planning for Henry's upcoming retirement party, Bruce raised the suggestion of us having a joint retirement party for both Henry and Brett, which Henry liked. I did not care one way or the other, and Brett initially agreed to it. So for a moment there, it seemed like this combined retirement party would happen. That is, until it was changed, aborted suddenly. Also occurring in later 2022, Brett's wife Tina will celebrate a milestone birthday, which will occur in November of that year. Consequently, it has become Tina's view that we should not have a joint retirement party for both Henry and Brett. Instead, when Tina's birthday comes in November of 2022, she has decided she will combine that occasion with Brett's retirement. And furthermore, if Henry has an individual retirement party, even for just himself, Brett is expressly forbidden to attend, even as a member of the invited guests. Needless to say, Henry was not too thrilled to hear Brett say that, to hear him confess Tina's wishes and that Brett would not protest it. And Bruce, well, let's just say his response was even more visceral than that of Henry. So that sets the stage of the brotherhood situation I'm here to talk about. Some of you are aware and have viewed the road trip we took in September to visit Bruce, as well as the other members of the family. If you saw that clip, you recall I had no idea if Brett would even be a part of our journey until the moment of our departure. Due to the indecision I did not wish to be a part of. Some of you may also have seen the clip before that about the history of our brotherhood, in which I avoided saying anything about what is going on with Brett, which I'm going to come right out and speak about now. Brett is offset from the rest of us in the Brotherhood. Out of all of us, Bruce communicates with him the most. Next comes Henry, who communicates with Brett every once in a while. Next comes me, who communicates with Brett not at all. It is not that I dislike Brett in any way. It is just that I understand his situation and accept it. Besides, he knows my number, which is the same number I have had for over the past 15 years. Should he ever decide to call me up for any reason, I'll answer. Of all of us, Brett was the first to have kids, the twins, who all of us, as Brett's brothers, know well. We also know the 3 Gibson kids he had thereafter. I cannot speak for Henry or Bruce, only for myself, when I say his 3 kids he has had with Tina, I don't know at all. I don't communicate with them in social media or text messaging. Heck, I'll even go so far as to say, should I pass any of them on the street today, I would not recognize them, or they me. Who's to say when, if ever, our paths will cross again? Bruce has this thing about us as a brotherhood, that we should behave and project ourselves as such. Also, Henry, to a certain extent. After all, it was Henry who came up with the idea of us all going south in September. Me, I guess you could say, I am more embracing about the reality of the situation. We are in our 70s now. We should not try to excuse away something that is not, or describe something as temporary when it is in reality permanent. There comes a time when we simply have to accept things for what they are. If you are in your 70s and you have not done certain things, then maybe those certain things ain't going to happen. I'm referring specifically to conversations which took place during our excursion between Brett and I, where he said, now that he's retired, maybe things will improve as far as contact with his kids outside of those he had with Tina. While he was telling me that, I was saying to myself, geez, Brett, you're the father. If anybody can make something like that happen, it's you. Regarding my own situation, I have a child, one daughter, which I never had a relationship with while she was growing up. Never anything beyond the few continuous court-ordered visitations I could muster. There was a losing battle all the way around. Becky let me know in so many words, Ricky, the only way that is going to happen is if it's over my dead body. Because she knew she was winning. And all I could do was give it my best effort. So in the end, I knew I had done all I could. But what Becky failed to realize was that all the victories she had early on would not carry the day. To the point that on her wedding day, Nene demanded that I be there to walk her down the aisle. So even though Brett and I are brothers, we are cut from a completely different cloth, which is why I am unable to partake of any of this brotherhood drama. I don't know how many years I have left, but I can't spend it sweating the small stuff. There are too many other things remaining which can be enjoyed instead. I know there are viewers who are keeping Brett's situation in prayer, and while you do so, I would ask that you also do similarly for Bruce and Henry, because unlike me, with them there remains some semblance of the solidarity of the brotherhood. And the next time you talk to either Bruce or Henry, give them a pat on the back for even trying, which is more than I can say for myself.